Okay, I don't want to mess with that. Can you hear us now? For some reason, this was all turned off.
Excellent.
Excellent indeed. All right, thank you guys for joining us after some very hardcore technical difficulties we've had. The last session ended where the party had just slain a group of hobgoblins planning to ambush the party. Leotahk talked with some trees and found out from them that the group of hobgoblins and maybe something else was lurking in the woods. He convinced the trees to set up an ambush for the hobgoblins as they made their way towards them. The group quickly dispatched with them, showing their might and all the strength that they've gained on their journey thus far. The party decided that they would travel through the night and through the day to try and speed up the process and catch up on Horship, the Ironbred Slaver, quicker, because he had a 3-day head start on them. So the party has agreed to travel all through the night. They've just given me con saves to endure the heat as the sun rises. As they've stayed up all night, the sun begins bearing down upon them. Drexes, you had an 11.
Yes.
Eduard, what did you get?
15.
15. Julian.
15.
Subira.
18.
18?
Mm.
Very nice. And Kavdin.
12.
12. Very nice. You all pass your saves. You manage, as the heat comes down, you wipe some sweat off your brows, but you're able to shake it off. As you travel through most of the morning, your bellies really start to rumble. By about 10 o'clock in the morning. Do you guys stop for food, or do you just continue pressing on, ignoring your stomachs?
I would suggest for forced marches to possibly let's just stop to eat long enough to recover a bit, and then we'll get back on the march.
Yeah, we don't want to pass out. That would defeat the purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I start sniffing around. My little tongue comes sticking out.
All right. Well, as you guys continue on through the day, you can still hear birds chirping around you. The sounds of insects. You do not meet any travelers along the road, which is kind of odd. As you continue walking longer throughout the day, by about 2 or 3 o'clock, you're really starting to feel the heat, the fatigue is really starting to kick in. I'm going to need a con save from everybody again, please.
Okay.
I got 11 again.
Okay. Eduard?
Not 20.
10.
Ooh. You said you had 10, Eduard?
Yes.
Okay. Julian, you said you got a nat 20?
Yeah, I'm good. Let's
Yeah,
keep
you
on
feel
going.
fantastic, bud. Subira?
It's like being back in the service. Let's go.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. Subira, at this point, you are so overwhelmed. I mean, you're used to getting your sleep. You love your cat naps. You love being able to eat food. Maybe drink some milk. I don't know. I don't plan to know. I don't know. Won't play to know what you want to do. But the fatigue really starts kicking in, giving you 1 level of exhaustion. Giving you disadvantage on ability saves. Kavdin.
My favorite.
Constitution save.
What's that?
Can I get a con save, please?
Oh, it was a 19.
19? Perfect. You feel almost as invigorated as Julian.
Awesome.
You guys notice, very noticeably, you could tell Subira is really starting to drag her feet.
How long have we been traveling?
You are on your 3rd day of traveling from the city of Drell.
And we just did an overnight march.
You just did an overnight march, and you're over halfway through the day on your 3rd day.
Okay. We're going to keep traveling until darkness starts to fall, and then we'll set camp.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, you guys make it. You make it till about 8 o'clock, and the sun is starting to set. Once again, you did not meet any travelers. Nothing significant happened. Every once in a while, a woodland creature would poke its head out of the forest, but upon seeing you, it would quickly dart back into the safety of the woods, of the wooded area. As nighttime falls, are you guys setting up camp?
Yeah, I think we need it because a few of us are really exhausted now.
Absolutely. So you guys
Oh,
start.
yeah.
How far off the road do you guys go?
Far enough not to be seen.
Okay. You guys are able to find. Ooh, you guys are able to find a nice, safe little patch clearing that's far enough from the road that people wouldn't be able to see you very well, but you would not lose track of the road itself. Subira, as soon as you guys make it over there, like, you're just like, oh, finally.
I walk over to a tree. I just kind of, and then just kind of just fall into a little ball and go to sleep.
Okay.
Did that come through?
Yes, I heard you.
Okay.
Thank you. Yep.
Too tired to actually climb the tree tonight.
Drexes is very tired as well.
I
Yeah,
just do
open
my
forum. Go ahead and interact with each other.
I just do my normal thing. I just go lean up against a tree. I don't go to sleep yet though.
Okay.
Just cat nap until I'm sure everybody else is. Someone's got to stay watch this over the group. So, yeah, cat napping until enough to be kind of rested, but not really. I said everyone else is too tired, so might as well just stay up for a while.
Yeah, just propping up against the tree.
No
Just
one's yelled at me.
meditating.
No one's yelled at me yet, and I'm okay with that. So,
Perfect. Do you guys do anything else during the night? Yeah. 2 hours go by and nothing really seems to alert any of you. For once, it feels very very calm and relaxing compared to recently. Like, even the heat starts to let off. Like, a cool breeze kind of wafts through and helps alleviate the heat exhaustion.
is that fairy and curse on me still existent, or is that one gone?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Give me a nature check.
Yeah, I don't know nature. I can do a lot. I don't know nature.
Well, as far as you know, you're perfectly fine.
Fantastic.
All right, a few more hours go by. Does anybody actually fall asleep?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I passed out
Oh, yeah,
immediately.
you passed out.
Yeah.
Drexes, Kavdin.
Yeah, I pull out. I put my my familiar on guard duty like I normally do, and then I go to sleep.
Okay. All right. As the night passes through, you guys, the sun comes up and you wake up feeling very refreshed.
Yay!
Subira, your level of exhaustion is gone. Drexes, your level of exhaustion is gone, but your skin is your scales are still very stiff.
Gotcha.
Nothing worse than stiff scales.
Oh, Drex is so itchy. So Bira, scratch Drex's back.
I don't really think that you're gonna enjoy that.
but please, no claws.
Well, then it's not a scratching. So, did you change your mind?
Drex it will be okay.
Are you sure? I would be happy to.
Is it the next day?
It is the next
Yeah.
morning. Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
So-
It is later in the morning. It's
Mhm.
around 10 or 11.
We overslept. Oops.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Crud muffins.
We need to get back on the road.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
On the road again.
As we've been going down the road, have we seen any like, I don't know, like homesteads or?
Well, we're heading towards a major city, so I hope so.
You have seen give me a survival or a knowledge nature check, please.
Okay. That's a 19.
19. You do recall seeing every once in a while some splits off into the road that kind of led off into other directions, because like obviously you passed the one on the way to Carrie's.
Okay.
Yeah, but you have definitely seen several different roads. There's all kinds of carriage tracks too on this road. I mean, this road's used a lot,
And we've still seen no one.
and you've still seen no one so far.
This is really odd.
And we've all like taken notice that we haven't seen anyone.
No, you have not.
This is a major road. We're heading to a decently sized city. There should be something here.
Right.
I guess all we can really do is keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
Just keep traveling.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
How far do you guys plan to go? Are you just gonna keep traveling until probably a little bit later?
I mean, I guess we're gonna have to keep up this like cycle until something changes.
Until we get
Absolutely.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As you continue traveling throughout most of the day, as I said, the heat finally breaks off. A soft mist greets you, covering the sun. It starts to get kind of muggy and damp, but it keeps the sun at bay. Is anybody proficient in survival?
Yes.
No, that's not one of mine. So
Yes.
Drexes? All right, Drexes, go ahead and give me a survival check, please.
give me 3 more levels. I'll have it all.
19.
19. Drexes, as you guys are starting to kind of wind down through the through your travels, you happen to notice a set of fresher. I mean, it's starting to get a little muddy from the rain, from the mistiness, but it's not too bad. You notice that there is some wagon tracks or possibly carriage tracks that kind of veer off suddenly to the right, deep into the woods.
Okay. Hey guys, check this out. It's
what did you find?
we got some looks like it's like wagon tracks, yes? Hey, hey,
Well.
guys, check this out.
Wagon tracks near a road. Who'd have thought?
Going off the road though. This is
Why everything's off the road? Do we think there's something we should go check out?
Yes, and interesting since we haven't seen anyone yet.
We need to procure transportation. We're moving too slowly. If do the tracks look fresh?
Yes, they look very fresh.
We need to follow these tracks. Perhaps we can get a ride.
we could even possibly help
Drexes,
somebody.
because you got so high, you can tell that it's within the last 8 hours. That's how fresh these tracks are. That you can tell that within the last 8 hours that these tracks were made.
I gotcha. Okay. Yes, Kavdin, these tracks they're super fresh. Something's been here very, very recently.
We should follow them.
Okay.
Where is it? A road that it's on, or does it just plow
No.
off into the trees?
It goes off into the trees. You can see now that he's pointing these tracks out, and you kind of look off because after a while, I mean, you guys have been traveling for 4 days. Like it all looks the same to you at this point, right?
Yeah.
But as you look more, you can tell that where you can see the tracks that he points out, and you can see him brushing through, and they've kind of cleared a path in the brush, and you can see twigs broken, sticks broken. I mean,
Like it was rushed.
yeah.
Before we do go off into the trees, I kind of put my hand up and I go, "But be on your guard. This is far from normal." And then I walk forward and following the tracks.
Okay.
I follow from above.
Up in the trees. Okay.
All right, some Naruto jumping. We got this. Well, I guess I'll take up Tailgun Charlie here. So I'll run the end of the line.
I'm right there next to Kavdin.
All right. So Drexes and Kavdin are leading the way. You guys follow these tracks. You follow them for a mile. And as after a mile, you stumble upon a cave where the tracks stop outside the cave. The cave looks almost man-made, like it doesn't belong here in this forest. It's 12 feet tall and has a 7-foot wide opening. This cave is very dark. What do you guys do? You can't hear any sounds immediately emanating from it.
Kavdin, Drexes doesn't like this. It seems very a little too much to handle.
This isn't ideal, to be sure.
No.
I'm gonna do a perception check.
Okay. What are you looking for exactly?
The scent of like blood, I guess, or like
Okay.
that. Does my cat sense tingle?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a perception roll.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, very nice. You smell burnt flesh coming from inside this cave. And the smell of burnt wood.
Like, does it smell like? But what kind of burning flesh can I distinguish? Like,
Have you ever
does it
smelled? Has your character ever smelled burning flesh? I mean, it's a very distinctive smell, but I mean, to be able to tell like what kind of
Well, like
what
meat,
type of flesh.
right?
Sure. It doesn't smell like beef or chicken or fish. Anything. It doesn't smell like something. It's not a smell that you'd want to smell.
Smells like somebody's been having a barbecue in there,
Yeah, no.
and not the kind you want to be invited to.
Is it dark outside? Like what time of day is it? Is what I'm trying to ask.
Oh no, it's later in the afternoon.
Okay.
The sun is still blocked by the slight mist that's been going on all day.
Okay.
But you can still see fairly well. Like there's no hindrance to your sight outside of the cave. But when you look into the cave, like it's dark.
All right.
So light on rocks, toss them in, see what happens.
Or I believe that I can send my familiar in and then see through its eyes. If I remember the spell correctly.
Eventually, I do want to go into the cave. If he sends his familiar in, I'm gonna go into the cave like stealth, using stealth.
Okay.
Well, I was going to send it in to kind of scout it out so no one goes in there and gets hurt.
Gotcha.
Or I mean, if you want to, feel free. I believe in your stealthness.
Right.
But let's see. While my familiar is within 100 feet of me, I can communicate telepathically. And additionally, I can see through its eyes and hear what it hears. During this time, I am deaf with regards to my own senses.
Like wargame in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty much.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I pop Tack out and send them in.
All right. Tack walks in. They get about 10 feet inside, and you hear as you're seeing, you can even I mean, he's a cat. He's got dark vision. He still can't see more than 10 feet in front of him.
Okay.
You know, he makes sure to let you know that too, and he's just like, I realize you can see this, but there's something very unnatural about this cave. You should be very, very cautious.
How far in is Tack?
How far do you said you can go up to 100 feet?
I have 100 feet of telepathic communication.
Because he goes in 30 feet in, and he's and he kind of like he does like a 360 around for a second, and then he's like, I don't know where I'm at. I probably shouldn't have spun in a circle.
You have no sense of direction?
No.
All right.
Maybe if your friends were to speak, I could maybe follow the sound of their voices.
That's all right, Tack. I will simply dismiss you. And I clap my hands, and Tack Tack goes back to the Feywild for temporarily.
All right, and you pop out of your familiar trance, back outside the cave.
There's something unnatural about that cave.
Oh.
My familiar went about 10 feet inside before the darkness was too thick, and it got lost.
Is it unnatural or unholy?
Yes.
I don't believe that Tack would know the difference between any form of evil other than to say that it was unnatural, and that is all.
Drexes does not feel safe with this abysmal cave.
I don't know what else to do except to attempt to either go inside altogether or attempt to scout it out again.
Does anyone have any like light spells?
I got one.
I have light, the cantrip, which is like candlelight.
Yep.
I mean, I have dark vision, 30 feet though.
Detect evil and good is only on targets, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was
I
gonna
think,
use it on the cave.
Dark
No.
vision is going to help because it's
No,
an
the ca-
unnatural darkness.
Now the light cantrip spell is not a candle. It is a 20-foot radius bright light spell, and then 40 and an additional 20 feet out. So about 40-foot radius of decent light. So
So like a torch.
yeah,
Okay. Well then,
I
I mean,
cast
if
it
we
on a
would-
rock and throw it in.
why not? That's exactly what I do. Is there a?
Cast it on Drexes and
I don't want to send him in there like a beacon.
I'm not the meat shield.
Right. Like, I don't want to send him in there to die. What are you talking about?
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's that guy.
Let's all make sacrifices.
I mean, I can put on a sling stone and throw it and just fire it down in there.
Well, we could do that, yes.
I mean, do we really have time for this though?
Yeah.
That depends. Like,
Oh,
Yes.
right now we've been traveling for 4 days. How do we know
We're
how
trying to
long
get
we would
some-
have to travel on foot to
it was
get
like
to where we're going?
12 days.
You do not.
Wasn't it?
Oh, we don't know.
We didn't get a
No.
good. We didn't get a good map.
Okay.
Okay.
It's been 4 days with no sign of anything else. I'd say this is the only
We need a
thing-
set of wheels.
Captain, give me a perception check, please.
perception check. Oh God,
Oh no.
We went.
my
we went-
perception is only a +4. That's an unnatural 20.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, as you guys are kind of talking, conversing, you kind of look over your shoulder a bit to your right, and you happen to notice something looks very, very familiar. There is a hubcap from a carriage there with the Calastian seal on it.
And where is this at? Just on the ground outside
Yeah,
the cave?
just on the ground outside the cave, kind of over your shoulder to the right.
They've lost all their resale value.
So I pick it up and I recognize the Calastian seal.
Yeah, it's on our flags.
I mean, Captain doesn't do nations, so he doesn't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. But then again, I mean, I guess I would probably know that we're in Calastia. But I would still turn to you, Calastia man,
Yes.
and I would be like, recognize that?
Why? Yeah,
Give me an
that's
intelligence.
ours.
Give me an intelligence roll on that, Julian.
Well, 22. Well, 21 count.
Yeah, you know that that's the kind that hubcap is made specifically for the carriages that they use for transporting individuals of
Prisoners.
there you go.
There we go. Yeah, prisoner transport wagon.
Right outside the cave. Isn't that a
Yep.
coincidence?
Yep.
Well, I guess that's enough mucking about. Who knows how to use a sling?
I do.
Take out a stone. I'm going to make it a light.
Do you want me to throw it down there too?
Yeah, you're probably
Okay.
going to be better at it than me.
Fantastic. Alrighty.
So when he hands me the stone, I cast light into it
Okay.
and put it back in his sling and stand back.
Alrighty. Time to fire it off.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll. I mean,
Sure, why not?
With detecting
Right.
the darkness.
Nat 20. I'm Nat 20. That darkness with a sling stone.
Fantastic. Yeah, you pull your sling back. You release your lighted stone as it springs from with a very loud swoosh. It goes into the darkness, and the darkness envelops it. You losing sight of it almost instantly.
There's a darkness spell there.
Yep.
Give me an Arcana check, Kavdin.
Oh boy. Let's hope I don't mess this one up, huh? That's a 17.
Okay, you've studied, you've come across darkness before in your travels and your studies. This is very familiar to the darkness spell, but it's not exactly. It's almost like somebody's tweaked it and modified it.
So the second I know this, like I recognize this the second the rock disappeared. This appears to be a darkness spell, but it seems different somehow. Altered.
Because in darkness, you can't see 10 feet around you. Like you can't see anything in darkness.
Right.
But there's it's very limited vision from what your familiar told you. And after the lighted rock went more than 10 feet inside, you lost sight of it.
Can't you dispel it, wizard?
Unfortunately, we'll see. I would like to get as close as I can to the mouth of the cave. And does detect magic help me? Like, does it help me discern anything about the nature of the magic that I'm detecting?
When you do it, it does tell you the school of magic.
Okay.
I also have detect magic. So if you didn't want to waste the spell slot.
Feel free.
All right.
All right. As you use it, it lights up. It lights up a color for you, and it tells you that it is a conjuration spell.
It's more like a. It feels more like a conjuring than anything.
A conjuring, you say?
Yes.
I'm getting more of a. It feels like a blanket.
Well, I just threw stuff across my room.
While they're working on...
Well, there isn't much I can do to get rid of the spell as it is. So
Okay.
we have a couple of choices. Either we can turn around and leave, or we can hold hands and plow straight into this darkness together.
I've got a decent idea. This is just an experiment I want to try real quick. Well, it'll take me about a minute to do all the preparation work, because I think God's cantrip spell. I'm going to go gather up a handful of rocks, about 12 of them. And I'm going to cast light on all the rocks, because it's going to be for an hour. So I'm going to leave it. I'm going to go into the one at the entrance of the cave, and then I'm going to move 5 feet, drop another rock, and leave a trail of glowing rocks, and see if others can see what's going on behind me as I go in. And can I see the rock behind me as I go out?
Yes, you can. Yeah. I mean, it takes some time, but you do.
Oh, yeah.
You do create like a little
A dotted line.
little dotted line as you make your way through the cave.
We have a trail behind us for the next hour at least.
I would be I'm at the front with my staff, also lit as well, as we enter the darkness.
Okay.
I want to try being more in the front lines with my shield up, so no one can see anything.
And here's me And here's a rock. And here's a rock.
So you
and
make
here's
your
a
way
rock.
up to Julian and kind of guard him as he's leaving breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Julian, Eduard, give me a perception check while Julian is making his little popcorn trail.
Piece of candy.
Hey, that popcorn song. now.
22.
22. As you guys make it about 150 feet inside this cave, you find a campsite, what looks like somebody had set up a campsite. You can find the charred remains of a carriage and 2 Calastian soldiers and 2 bodies. One's older, pretty tall, about 5 foot, 6 foot, 5'6", and then a smaller one that's more around 4 feet. Do you need me to tell you that description again?
Oof. So we have a campsite.
Yep.
Interesting.
There's a campsite. There is a burnt carriage and 4 burnt bodies.
And no horses.
And no horses.
Guys, this is bad. Look at this.
How far are the
Rocks,
rest of you
rocks,
guys
rocks,
from
rocks,
Eduard and
rocks.
Julian?
I wouldn't let the group get apart at all. We were
Okay.
traveling as like a blob.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation, Kavdin.
Okay. Investigation.
Yes.
That is a 12.
12. All right. The two Calastian bodies, they look very, very standard Calastian grunts. But the 2 charred remains, as you're kind of looking at them, it takes you a second, but then it kind of clicks in your head. These are the bodies of Carrie Sterling's wife and daughter.
Oh, hells.
You do not see the horses from the carriage or Carrie's son.
Eduard, please say some words over those bodies.
Very well, Captain.
I don't stay for the words. I turn and go back to the way we came.
Okay. Drexes, give me a survival check, please.
$15.
15. You, as you're kind of looking about while Eduard starts saying his words over the charred remains, you can tell that there are signs of a struggle and hoof tracks, horse hooves, obviously, tracks leading deeper into the cave.
Hey guys, Drexes sees some more tracks over here. Looks like some horses. A bit of a struggle took place over here.
So should I just keep leaving my bread trail?
The tracks, they go up deeper into the tunnel. Drexes thinks you're going to need some more rocks.
Well, I think we're in a cave. There's plenty of rocks.
Am I still close enough to have heard that? Do you want me to roll for it?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
That's 11.
11? Yeah, you can hear it just fine. You're not. I mean, you're not too far away when Drexes mentions seeing the tracks and the signs of the struggle.
Well, when he says that, Kavdin spins around and goes up and says, "Drexes, please point me in the direction of the trail you found."
Yes, sir, Captain. It appears the tracks lead down that way.
And that's the way I'm going. And I just go.
Okay. The cave, following the cave, it leads back out into the forest, and the tracks lead back to the main road. As you guys continue down the road for a few more hours, the sun goes away. It's nighttime. The sun sets and the moon rises. Do you guys continue traveling, or
I don't intend on stopping.
Okay. We continue our death march. Let's go.
Captain, what's going on? Why do you look so pinced?
We just found 2 innocent people that were murdered because of our failure and inaction, because of our time wasting, and that failure belongs to us and us alone. Those people are dead because of us. We were the ones who were supposed to stop this, and we failed to do that. The fault is our own. And I am not able to make myself right with that until the person that did this is brought to an end. So we will travel until we cannot travel any farther, and we will rest only when we cannot take another step. And that's all he says.
Perfect. I couldn't have said it better myself.
My eyes are just wide and sullied.
I'm sorry that I dumped that on you, Drexes.
Nope. I'm good. I'm good here. Let's get going.
We must bring them justice, Kavdin.
Drexes had no idea. Drexes will bring these to justice.
Kavdin's kind of entered a state of being lost in his own mind. So,
All right. The
I'm
misting
going to hold
stops
my
on all
tongue.
you guys too, by the way, the rain finally stops. Like right at the end of his monologue, the rain stops and you guys can see the clouds clear and you can see the starry sky and it looks very beautiful.
yeah, I'm gonna continue traveling.
All right,
for sure.
You guys travel through the night uneventfully. You guys continue traveling. It's morning time now. Do you guys stop for breakfast, or you continue? Are you force marching on more?
No, we
Eat
should
on the walk?
we should definitely keep we should stay hydrated, and we should keep eating, because there's no sense in being stupid. We're just gonna screw ourselves harder if we end up dying of exhaustion, like that kind of exhaustion. But as far as travel goes, we've got to keep going,
Gotcha.
as quickly as possible.
So you guys stop. So you rest for like 4 hours, just to kind of keep your.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I would think that we would probably try to time the rest for the hottest part of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever the heat has kicked up to its hottest point, that's when we're gonna rest.
All right.
Sure. As you guys go out through the day, you finally do see, coming down the road opposite direction from you, you do see a carriage. There is a human male riding on the carriage. He has 2 horses pulling him. He spots you guys, and he slows the horses down a bit, and he waves friendly at you all. What do you guys do?
I wave Julian forward.
Oh God. Okay, I've been activated. I can do something useful now. What do you want me to do with them?
See if you can get us a ride.
The other direction? Sure. Yes.
In any direction, I guess, or find if there's any local transportation. Anywhere we can procure any transportation.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
just
I can do
find out
that.
where we are.
Sure thing. Well, hello. Would you be able to stop for me, please?
Why, hello there. How can I help you?
Hi. We've been traveling for a while on foot, and is there a village nearby or on the road? Because this has been a really long trip, and we're slightly lost. So could you help us out?
Well, the closest state right now, the closest place you're going to go to is either back down the road towards Drell, or continue walking on towards Hotwell. You're almost halfway there.
Okay. As
far as I know, there really isn't any settlements in between. I mostly just stick to the road. I do a lot of trading between Drell and Hotwell. Not a whole lot to do in Hotwell, just kind of supplying them.
Besides the libraries and the academies there.
Yes, exactly. I
Right.
do trade. I trade with them. Are you guys hungry? I have some food and some water.
Well, we're kind of trying to get there in a bit of a hurry. We have my wizard friend here. We're late to get
Hello.
to some academy classes, and we're supposed to be there soon. But we're just, our horses, passed out due to the heat, and we had to lose them. So we've been stuck trying. So going back is not an option. But could you possibly help us go to Hotwell?
Well, I'm not really headed in that direction. I mean, as you can tell, I'm making my way
Yeah,
to Drell. My business in Hotwell's already concluded.
Well, how much would it cost to employ you for a trip to go the other direction?
Well, I mean, how many of you are there? There's 6 of you?
Yes, sir.
Well,
We'll be quite calm and quiet. We won't be a bother.
I mean, it is a bit of an inconvenience for me.
I know,
don't-
but I've got coin and I can help out. Make it worth your time. If you're reasonable.
Well, I mean, if you got coin and you're pretty reasonable, I mean,
I sure am, and I can guarantee you I will be quiet.
well, if you're gonna be quiet, I mean, you shouldn't have any issues with, 200 gold.
Yeah, 200 gold sounds great. Sounds great.
Oh,
Yeah,
seriously? You're gonna... Well, alright.
we're kind of in a hurry. Like I said, we're in a rush.
Sure, I totally understand that. That's gonna be a bit of a tight squeeze, just,
That's okay.
don't
That's
be getting-
okay.
Don't be getting in my merchandise back there.
Well, trust me, I will keep my hands out of them.
Please do. I may not sound like I'm a learned man, but
Yeah,
I know what I've got back there.
I'm pretty sure you do. So,
Now, before we shake hands on this here deal, y'all aren't running from the law now, are ya?
No, we are not running from the law.
'Cause I do see you've got 2 Manticora and an Asanthe with you.
Yeah, but they're citizens, so that's not a problem.
Well, I mean, you know that the King Verduke, he passed a law against all them, right?
Unfortunately, I've been out in the sticks for a while, trying to get from the far western frontier. So, no, I don't know what new happenings have been happening in the capital.
Well, I mean, lots of, shit's gone down. Like, it's pretty crazy. But that's why I had to charge you 200 gold pieces. And well,
Really?
if you're willing to pay for that, then I'd
Look,
say we got ourselves a deal, buddy.
yeah, I can do that for if you'll transport us, I'll cover it. So,
Well, then we best shake on it, friend. The name's Georgie.
Julian, pleasure to meet you.
Hey, it's pleasure's all mine. Go ahead and hop in the back there. And as I
Yep.
said, make sure your friends don't go touching nothing.
Well,
It's gonna take
I
us
will
at
do
least.
my
It's
best.
gonna take us at least 4 days to get there. You guys gonna be good with that?
I don't know. Let me check. Is that good? 4 days?
Don't see why. Do we have any other choice?
Yes, it's fine with me.
Well, all right then. Go on ahead, jump on back, and we'll get this cart turned around, and we'll mosey on our way back on down to Hotwelle. Okay?
Yeah. Yep. Sounds great.
All right.
Thank you so much for your help.
You're very welcome, Julian. Always a pleasure to make some business on the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll fork over the money. I am
Julian,
never,
pay the man.
I am never. It's your fucking ride.
But before we get into the wagon or whatever it is, pat Julian on the back. How deep are those pockets?
I am never going to see a positive banking statement for quite some time. Let's put it this way: I'm going to depend on stealing everything ever to get by. Everyone else is rich. I have nothing, and I'm okay with this. I am not okay with this.
I was gonna say, are you really okay with it?
I am going to stab, steal, and kill some people in Hotwelle. Just a lot of people are going to be dead and broke by the time I leave there.
So we load up in the wagon, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
guess
let's
what?
go.
No more death marches, and we'll get there.
We would have
faster.
gotten there in like 6 days without the wagon.
Yes.
Your 200 gold. It saved us 48 hours.
48 critical hours. That was very important.
You're
That
a he-
speech
you're-
I just heard.
You're a regular hero.
I am going to stab you in your sleeve, and I'm going to take 200 gold.
The gods will really smile on you for this, Julian.
true.
Don't worry.
I am not a good person. This hurts me on so many levels. Let's go. Let's get on the wagon.
How generous of you, friend. Slap him on the back.
Uh-huh. Next, yes, so generous.
You do have a kind soul after all. Goes in the wagon.
Don't you fucking dare. I will stab everybody and be rich. Yep, let's get on the wagon. Let's go. Let's go.
We're going.
All right, everybody, pause on the wagon. Georgie turns it around, and he heads off towards Hotwelle. Do you guys sleep in the back?
We can take turns keeping a rotating.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna keep watch.
Yeah, I'll stay up.
Perfect.
Never trust a stranger that offers you food.
He's just a kind old soul. Definitely did not just extort you for 200 gold pieces.
Only Julian.
You do realize he's gonna die in Hotwelle, right?
All right, so who will take first watch?
He is going to
I think
die in
Drexes
Hotwelle.
said that he was gonna.
Drexes said he was going to.
I think
Yeah.
so.
That's fine. Yeah, I stay up.
So what's
Is it dark time right now?
No, it's starting to. Yeah. It was because it's the next day, so it's light out. It's
Still early?
about 9 in the morning. 9, 10
Oh, it's
o'clock.
early. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, I'm up definitely.
So what's the wagon master's name again?
Georgie.
Georgie.
Orgy, pudding and pie.
Seems like he just made the list.
Oh, he won't be on the list very long. Like I said, about a half day from Hotwelle, he's going to end up in a ditch.
I did think about like casting hold person on him and just like taking his wagon for a second. There.
Oh no, he knows the route, so he'll get us to the town, and then he's ending up in a ditch. And I'm getting my money back, and whatever else he's carrying, and whatever else is in his pockets, and everything else.
You could just seduce him.
You know what? I could. It's all right.
All right. Well, moving on, I guess.
Make a
I wanna
note
see,
of
no,
that.
no, don't move on. I want to see where this goes.
Not yet.
I want to be seduced.
I have 4 days to sweet talk this fucker into getting my money back. So
I could filch it for you.
let's not ruin the ride until we get there.
Yeah. We just got the ride.
We have 4 days. The last time we got on any kind of a vehicle, we were poisoned. So yeah, no food, no drink. If I see a bird, this guy dies.
That's what I was thinking.
Yep.
All right, moving on.
Yes. Moving
I am
on.
I am paranoid and evil, so that's how this is working.
Drexes takes the first watch. Drexes, give me a perception check as you guys travel on the road towards Hotwelle.
Ooh. 11.
11sies. Alright, as everybody else is sleeping, after a few hours, you're kind of staring out the back of the carriage, and you're kind of listening to Georgie. He's just singing some tunes from his family. I'm not gonna sing them. You know, just kind of, it sounds okay. You know, but you know, as you're staring out on the road behind you, you don't see anything of significance, and it's a very peaceful ride. 8 hours go by. Everybody else starts to wake up.
I look at Julian and I say,
Yep.
"This has been a very peaceful ride, Julian.
Mhm.
Drexes doesn't want you to take the expenses by yourself. His 50 gold."
Thank you.
Aw.
I appreciate that very, very much. This man might live. I live when we get there.
Yeah, Drexes likes this guy. He didn't try to kill you or poison you like before.
Captain Harrington? You mean
Yes,
Captain Harrington? Yes.
that one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was very peaceful. No one had to die.
No one has to. It's all right. Yes, Captain Harrington, wooden boat. Yes, there he is. Alrighty. I guess I'll take a turn sitting next to Georgie here and try to get the news of the realm, because obviously I've been out of the loop and I want to know what's going on in my own country, because shit's gone down, right?
Yeah, you make your way up to the front of the carriage and sit next to Georgie. Oh, well,
Mhm.
howdy, Julian.
Hi there.
Oh, well, I'm awfully tired. We've been going for about 8 hours on this here road.
If you want, if the horses
your
are
Safi
able,
friend didn't seem like he was up for much of a chat.
if you're willing to take a nap and you can just tell me which way to go, I can run the horse wagon pretty well with.
Well, I mean, no offense. I'm okay. You know, I'm a little tired.
Alright.
I figure we'll probably stop here in a couple hours so I can get my beauty rest. You know.
And give your horses time to
Exactly.
recover.
I don't want the horses to die, so I need to make sure that they're fed, watered.
I know.
clean all
I
the
was
dirt out from their hooves.
offering,
Well,
to
I
help.
do appreciate that.
Of course
Thank
you
you.
do. Mm-hmm.
What can I
But-
do you for?
Still, like I said, I've been out in sticks in the western frontier, and you said there was shit going down, and what's going?
Oh,
And what do you mean by
absolutely.
that?
Well, you know, there's been some commotion out from back yonder, the way you came. Well, over in Vashon on the opposite end of Calastia here, they, passed a law making races that weren't, human, primarily, making them illegal, and they've been
Does that-
rounding them up.
Does that include the elves and dwarves and that?
You know, I haven't seen too many dwarves, over here in general, but, they seem to be leaving the elves alone for now, unless one gets a little, uppity. And then, you know,
You seem-
you might run into your uppity elf here and there,
You
know,
seem
'cause
like
they
a-
are... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
You do seem like a merchant, correct?
Yes, I am a merchant. I sell all things that are good.
You
Is there
do
something in
realize.
particular? Oh, go
I
ahead.
was going to extrapolate upon that as saying you do realize how many of our goods are manufactured by the elves and by the dwarves, and how we have integrated a good deal. And as we move towards expansion into less fortunate regions, we're going to have to deal with them. And this is not at all what we were supposed to be doing. And you're okay with this?
Well, I mean, I ain't saying I'm okay with it, but, I mean, it ain't really my problem either. You know,
It
I'm not saying I won't sell to anybody. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't necessarily have anything against them. It's just I mean,
Right.
not really my problem, you know.
It is your problem, but that's
Really,
not what.
it is my problem.
In the long run, it will be.
Well, how so?
I have plenty of time to sit there and discuss to him the pleasures of economics and mercantilism with him while we are on this long, boring ride.
Do I hear this conversation going
Oh
down?
yeah, you guys can all hear it just fine.
Okay. Julian, might I ask your friend a question since he doesn't seem to understand how this is his problem?
Sure.
My good man, can I ask you one thing? Do you happen to know the final commands of the gods after the divine war ended?
Well, no, I ain't a religious man now.
Oh, I see.
You
Well,
should be.
we're only about a century and a half removed from a time when the gods and other giant primordial beings waged a war on this planet. So
Well, you know,
Mhm.
I heard from my
Oh,
cousin
don't you? Don't.
that was
No,
all
no,
a load of
no.
hoo-ha
Oh.
devised by the so-called nobles over there in Vashon. I heard there ain't none of that really happened. We've always been here.
is
I'm
that
waiting.
what you've heard?
That's
Well,
what I've heard.
Well,
And
I
I'm inclined to
wonder.
believe him because he's always right.
I wonder how do you deal with the fact that there are elves and dwarves that have been alive since before the divine war ended?
Well, now see, I ain't gonna argue that. I know they've been here longer than us.
All right.
I'm just saying that,
Then how have you always been here?
well, I haven't always been here, but our race
Okay,
has
that's
always been here.
very, very, very good. Well, the point I was trying to make before we got off on what I can only assume is a backwoods conspiracy theory of sorts, the final command of the gods in regards to the Titan-spawned races was that any who chose a new path, the redeemed, they are accepted now as one of us, meaning they are all our equal, all of us. So tell me, how is it, with that being the final command of the gods themselves, how is it that what your country is doing is not your problem?
Well, you see, they ain't rounding me up and throwing me in little camps.
Today. But what about tomorrow or next week or next month or next year? How long until something that you do classifies you as undesirable in the eyes of the grand Calastian government?
Well, now, I see where you're getting at here. And you do have a very good point. I may have to ponder on this and talk with my cousin.
I say that you should, sir. And
You
I
have
just
opened mine eyes.
I just kind of turn back to my wizard pipe and stare out the back of the wagon.
I mean,
This is why we're going to have a rebellion against the government. Hate this guy on every level.
I'm doing what a wizard does. They get involved in stuff.
I understand that. Oh my god. He is personification on why I'm trying to start a rebellion. God help us.
All right, Kavdin's done being preachy. I just go back to smoking wizard weed.
I'm just gonna sit down dumbfounded because obviously this man is the worst I can sit next to.
I think he's just uneducated. That's why you have to yell at him. You have to yell at him a bunch until he learns.
And Julian, you can tell like his face is like beet red right now. He's very ashamed of himself.
Yep, because he's in a wagon full of religious wizards and thieves. This is weird as hell.
I didn't say Kavdin was religious. He just reads a lot and he knows what the gods said. He doesn't worship the gods.
I was trying to figure out what class to multi-class into, and if I had a high enough wisdom, which I don't, and if I had high enough strength, which I don't, I would have gone religious, but I couldn't. So yeah, no, this guy's terrible.
All right, but I'm done with yelling at that guy.
Yep. Well, we have several nights to figure out if this guy
After a
gets
couple hours, he does pull the carriage off to the side of the road.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set up camp here for the night. I'm just gonna be, I'm gonna tend to my horse if you guys need anything. Help yourselves to some food. He pulls a crate out from the back, pops it open, and hands you each a ration. And he closes it back up, shoves it back inside. He goes over to his horse. He's got he goes over to the side of his carriage wagon. There's a bag on the side. He starts pulling out cleaning stuff for his horse and begins tending to his horse. And he's just sitting there humming while he's doing it.
What time of day is it?
It's early evening.
Okay.
More like mid-evening.
I'm gonna ritually summon my familiar again, just kind of off to the side.
Okay. Yeah, you summon Tack and they pop back up.
Yeah, I'm going to cancel any. That whole seduce this guy. No, not happening. Nope, not today, not ever.
I didn't know that was actually going to happen.
I'm not going to say no, but I mean, if it's an option that gives me something, sure.
Yes.
But not this guy. He is so far off my type. No.
I can respect that. Well, I guess.
What do you guys do? You guys set up camp?
Yeah, I guess set up camp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. After about an hour, he finishes tending to his horse and unhitches it from the wagon and ties it up around a tree. He comes and sits back over with with you guys, and he sits down. Well, Bessie's been taken care of for the night. Sure is a beautiful evening. So where are y'all from, anyway?
Bashan?
Oh, Vashon. Very nice. And
That's why it's so interesting to see what's going on in my own hometown. So, yes.
Fair enough. I was about to ask, how come you didn't know?
Well, because my job took me far, far to the western border, to the frontier, where all the bad things are supposed to be happening.
Right. Well, according to Vashon, there he is, but I already said my piece on it, and you all enlightened me to some new ideas. Your wizard friend who done educated me, he doesn't look like he's from Calastia. He doesn't have that Calastian look about him. Where are you from, good sir, if I may ask?
I hail from the north.
Oh, north, quite lovely. I mean, not as great as the south, but, you know.
I'm sure each place is equally beautiful and terrible.
Yeah, yes, that's very true. How'd y'all meet, anyway? I mean, I'm sorry to be prying, it's just been a long day, and I haven't got to see, there hasn't been very many people on the road here lately.
Happenstance. Just encounter each other, and well, it's been pretty good, decent traveling people. So that's what we're going with.
Sometimes it's just safer to travel in numbers.
Fair enough. I understand. I can appreciate that.
Drexes wanted adventure and to become stronger. And without Drexes here, these guys would be dead.
Oh, so you're the you're the lifesaver, are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
little flex.
Oh, you are quite strong. How come your scales? They do seem a little agitated.
Yeah, Drexes made quite a blunder this earlier. Apparently, Drexes was rubbing himself in a bit of oil and was cooking in the sun.
Oil? What kind of oil?
Drexes, they said they will make Drexes' skin silky smooth and help with all the heat, but no, they kind of just cook Drexes instead.
Well, it sounds like you covered yourself in animal fat, my good sir.
Oh yeah, fats, oils, it's all delectable.
Well, since you come from this road, you obviously passed through Drail, and I know that there is a sneaky little shop man there that definitely would have, if he didn't like you, would have tricked you into buying some lotion there. That is one of their favorite tricks to do.
Yeah, they got Drexes, but Drexes will get them back on the way someday.
Well, that's the only way to do it. I mean, it's all in the spirit of fun at the end of the day. Otherwise, we'd all be at each other's throats.
Drexes, guess.
Well, as long as you seem to have pretty good spirits about it, so.
Yeah, Drexes is fine.
Well, I'm getting pretty tired. I think I'm gonna roll out my bedroll here, and I'm gonna take a little nap. Maybe sleep through the night. Please
Maybe.
wake me if there's anything weird happening throughout the night. I would like to know.
Sounds like a plan. We're the guards for the night, it seems.
Well, thank you very kindly. I do appreciate that.
Possible discount refund if we offer our guard service?
Well, sure, why not?
All right, fair deal.
With that, he rolls out his bedroll, climbs in climbs into it and gets nice and comfy. Kind of stares up at the sky. It is a peaceful day after all that heat. Quite nice. Well, I'll see you all in the morning. A few minutes go by, and then you can hear Georgie very loudly, very audibly snoring. He's plumb tuckered out. Alright, so you guys do anything during the night, or do you all rest?
Standard guard standing, I would assume.
Yeah, just standard guard setting so that way he can actually sleep and wake up in the morning.
Alright, who's gonna take first watch?
I'll do it this time.
Okay.
I'll run the end watch, so
Okay. You guys just gonna break it up into like groups of 2, or
I'll stay up until I don't know however many hours we're stopping, halfway point, and then pass it off to Julian.
Okay. For the first watch, Kavdin, what do you do? Are you doing anything in particular? Or you just kind of...
I'm just contemplating my failure.
Fair enough. Oh, excuse me. Role-playing being tired made me tired. Kavdin, as the night goes by during your watch, you kind of look up into the sky. Give me a nature check or an arcana check, whichever you prefer.
Arcana, I think.
Okay.
So 21.
Nice. A twinkle in the sky catches your eye, as you recognize it being out of place. As you look closer, the bright spot in the night moves and appears to be falling across the horizon. The poor little thing must have lost hold of the evening tapestry, or wished to see what life was like on the ground. Make a wish.
Oh, man. I wish I hadn't failed those people. The wife and the daughter.
A few moments pass by, Kavdin, and nothing seems to happen. You kind of, upon making the wish, you kind of feel a little bit, I don't know, a little more sure of yourself. Like, you know, from now on, you're not gonna fail anybody else. The rest of your shift goes by pretty uneventful. You wake up Julian.
Go over to Julian and I tap him on the shoulder.
Is it my turn already? All right.
It's your turn. Yep. I stop real quick though. I say, Julian.
Yep.
I put 50 gold in his hand.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much.
I wordlessly go and just lean up against a tree and wait and just go to sleep.
All right. Julian, what are you doing during your watch? Watch.
I try to be as downright good as I can be, as in be a good watch person. And ignore the snoring. Maybe
Okay.
roll him over so that way he's not pillow over the head. Just
Go ahead and give me a perception check at disadvantage since it's dark.
Yay! Not bad and not bad. 18.
All right. As you look about, you start to hear the sounds of. It kind of sounds like something small munching on something. You look over. It's coming from the direction of Eduard. As you look over there, you can see that there's a hungry raccoon eating one of the rations from his backpack.
You know what? Has it noticed me yet?
It's like mid-bite, and it just kind of, it's going through eating it, and it kind of makes eye contact with you, and it just stops. And then slowly it brings it back up.
Oh, don't worry, little. I'm like, I'm tempted to like. Do I want to kill it? Do I want to? It's just a raccoon. I'm gonna wait for it to finish, and then I'm gonna hit it with. I hit it with a sling bolt.
Okay. Yeah, it finishes. Excuse me, sorry.
No worries.
It takes a couple minutes. It finishes the ration, and it's still looking at you, and it slowly reaches back into Eduard's backpack and starts to pull out another ration. Right as you start to pull out your sling.
No, don't worry, little buddy. We've got this. Come on. Go ahead. Try to eat.
It pulls out that other ration and starts to slowly open it while its eyes are still locked on you. And starts opening it and starts taking more bites of Eduard's rations.
Well, it's gonna eat a sling bolt.
Okay, I'll make an attack roll.
Alrighty, well, a 21 hit it.
It will! I was hoping
Awesome.
for a nat 1 because you're gonna hit Eduard.
No. For a wonderful 11 plus 4, 15 points of damage.
Yeah, oh, wow! Yeah, you pull your slingshot and you smack it. The rock just hits it right in the middle of, right square in between the eyes, and it falls over dead.
There's only one thief in this group right now. That's my job.
Eduard, make sure to erase 2 rations from your inventory.
But don't worry, we've got raccoon and devil on the morning.
And then Eduard, I also need a perception check at disadvantage from you, sir.
Okay. 14.
14. During your sleep, it's the first peaceful sleep you've had in a while, and all of a sudden you're woken up by the sound of a thud, and a raccoon going eek as it falls over on you, lifeless. Groggily, you can see Julian standing across from you with his slingshot out.
What?
Actually, it's not a slingshot. It's an actual sling. So it's the rope spin throw weapon.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm using the ancient weapon of throw rock at high velocity at people.
Nice.
What is this? Turn over, Julian. Is this your doing?
It was eating your food.
Well, I thank you, but you didn't have to kill the poor thing.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. Not really, but I am sorry.
Oh, I must give it good rights to the next life. I say a small prayer to the small animal.
It's a trash panda.
Oh, dear creature of nature, creature of Corian. I apologize for what has transpired against you. May you have a peaceful journey to your next life.
Very beautiful. Do you guys do anything else?
Well, other than put the raccoon somewhere else. No. No, I'm taking a dead raccoon with me the whole time.
Do you go back to sleep, or do you stay awake for Julian?
I go back to sleep, but somewhere else.
Sure. The rest of the night goes by. without any interruptions. As the sun begins to rise, the Georgie begins to wake up and nods at you, Julian. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I slept pretty good last night.
I'm so happy you did.
Anything happened while I was out?
Raccoons.
Oh yeah, you gotta be careful of them. They're all over the place here. They like to get into your rations if you're not paying attention. That's why I seal all my crates. Well, I suppose we should probably wake everybody else up, get some breakfast, and continue on the road. We gotta make it to Hotwelle, do we not?
That's the plan. Need to get there quick.
All right. He helps you in rousing the party. Everybody, you get woken up by both Georgie and Julian.
Come on, gotta get going. Come on.
Hey, what's this? What's going on?
We're getting back on the cart. We're getting on our moving.
This is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Rise and shine. I'll get the pan out.
Get the pan. Oh.
You know the.
Well, while you're doing that, George is getting the horse rehitched up to the wagon. Come on now, we're burning daylight. Let's go, folks.
You can always nap in the cart.
Yeah, nap in the cart, eat your breakfast in the cart. Let's go. Let's get it going.
We paid him premium. We deserve premium service.
I get in the cart.
Après-vous.
Yeah, I go.
The cart in the cart.
All right, everybody gets in the cart. He jumps up. He jumps in the cart as well. He, cracks the whip. The horse, his horse Bessie starts on traveling down the road. After a few hours, everybody give me a perception check.
Oh no!
That's
14.
a 10. Whoop.
Yeah, 21.
Is anybody sitting up in the front with Georgie? Or are you all sitting in the back?
I'll sit with Georgie
All right.
with my mighty 15.
15.
Yeep.
I got a 21.
As you guys are going down the road, an arrow comes whizzing through the air and smacks into the front of the wagon, causing the horse to spook and Georgie to hold on the reins and bring the carriage to a complete stop. There are 3 very familiar people standing in the road in front of you. Drexes, you recognize them immediately. They're the arena fighters that you had fought.
Fun. That's all right. Do we? You said the cart did stop.
Yes, the cart comes to a complete stop.
I go out and I look. Guys, we got problems.
How bad a problem?
These were the fighters from the arena back in town.
What do they want?
I don't know, but did you not hear that arrow hit the wagon?
I don't actually know if I did.
Drexes, we want revenge on you for killing our friend.
How did they catch us?
Yeah, man.
They're monks. I forgot. Okay.
That's unimportant.
We're gonna kill them and steal their plot device. That's what we're gonna do.
That was the arena. That was certain rules. Drexes was just Drexes wants to be peaceful.
The
But
rules. You weren't supposed to kill our poor friend Steven. All she wanted to do was be an arena fighter, and you bit her head off.
Drexes thought everyone was biting everyone's head off.
No, only you. And we demand justice.
Oh,
Justice for Steven.
oh.
Demand satisfaction.
We challenge you, Drexes.
What does this we? That's not fair. Is this we going to be like a one-on-one fight? Are we going to be fair? Or we?
Your friends can fight if they wish.
Oh no,
We will hold no bars this time. Yeah, because you see the elven fighter pulls out a long sword this time instead of using his fists.
we mean some business, Drexes sees. So hey guys, there's an issue over here. As you may have heard, they challenged Drexes. What should we do? Drexes does not wish to fight, but Drexes will fight. Drexes will kick the ass.
What? Who are we facing here? I know there's an elf, but
There's the elf
Yeah.
that's there's the elf. There is that was an elven fighter. There is Silver Colt, the Iron Bread, who is talking and challenging Drexes, and then there is the Asathi Titan Spawn. He's just kind of standing there menacingly, like.
What would you like to do, Drexes?
I
Well,
could put them off to sleep if you'd like.
I could potentially blow them all up if you'd like me to.
I mean, just like open forum talk. Like, I don't really want to fight them. I was under the impression that it was a battle arena, but like that was fight time. You know, this isn't fight time.
Right, now
This
they have
is-
sour grapes, so
Right. I don't want to fight because I ain't trying to kill just regular people. You know. But I mean,
Alright.
so we put them to sleep, tied them up, wrap their underwear around their heads as a lesson to,
Would you like me to try to scare them, Drexes?
Drexes would like that much appreciated, Captain.
All right. Captain hops down out of the cart and walks up to about where wherever Drexes is engaging with these people.
Okay.
I go to there.
Okay.
I hold my staff out in front of me, and the tip of it begins to swirl with fire, and I take one finger and I touch it to the end, and like Frieza forming a death ball, I pull the fire up and I form a fireball over my head, and I say, "Gentlemen, we're not really looking for a fight today. I would hate to have to kill all three of you where you stand, but I also wouldn't hate to do it either. So, turn and leave, or die. The choice is yours."
Go ahead and give me an intimidation roll with that as well, please.
Gotcha. Oh shit, that's not very good. I rolled an 18 and I don't have a modifier.
Okay. The elven fighter actually kind of loses his intensity, and he's just like, "Oh no, I am not messing with this," and books it into the woods. But the other two stand there they are not shaken by your intimidation at all.
I just cast
And they
a look
hold their
at
ground.
I just cast a look over at Drexes as if to like non-verbally say, "What do you want me to do?"
I guess this is it.
Yeah, they
Okay.
draw. Their weapons are still drawn.
I cast fireball into the middle of them.
Okay.
That is going to require an attack roll.
I guess we about to fight.
maybe.
And what's the spell save on that? please.
Hold on.
Okay.
Each creature must make a dexterity saving throw. They're probably pretty dexterous, I would imagine.
12 and 16.
The DC was 15.
All right, so one fails and one passes.
All right. And then the attack roll was a non-natural 20.
So with Fireball, you don't have to roll an attack roll. It's an automatic
Oh,
success. So
gotcha.
you just roll damage, and then whoever passes the save will take half damage.
Cool. All right. What's my damage here?
I want to say it's 66.
It's
8d6.
8d6.
As you can tell, I don't play very many wizards.
That's 23.
Nice. Yeah, you cast your fireball and it engulfs them. They scream in pain, but they are still standing before you. But they drop their weapons, like, please, no more. That really hurt. We just wanted a revenge for our friend. Please don't kill us.
Have you ever heard the
Texas-
expression "two wrongs don't make a right"?
Well, yeah, of course.
Drexes did not want to fight. That was a battle in the arena. Good fights. Good people die in the arena, but only in the arena.
Please, Drexes, call off your man. We will not. We will not cause you any more harm or trouble. We promise.
All right, Captain. Your big, strong wizard muscles were too much for them.
All right. So Captain just kind of like shoots them a slightly intimidating look and then nods to Drexes and walks back to the wagon.
Yeah, they kind of whimper and they're just like, and they take off after the elven fighter who had ran off into the woods.
Best run on home to mama.
Georgie just stares at you in awe. And she's like, "Now that was the coolest thing I've seen in my life, and I've seen some cool things."
As I run away, I say, "Oh, it's a good thing he's on our team."
As I'm walking to the back, I stop and I say, Drexes, I respect you for showing restraint in your violence. And then I just continue forward.
Yeah. I mean, you all climb back into the wagon. Georgie gets a little giddy up. You guys continue down the road. Yeah, you guys travel on down the road for the rest of the day. Nothing else, surprisingly, nothing else kind of pops up around you. As it starts to get dark, Georgie pulls off onto the side of the road. He's like, "Well, I think that's enough travel for today. We got 2 more days till we're in Hotwelle. After tonight, I think we ought to get some well-deserved rest around here. Maybe crack open one of my casks here, and we have a few drinks into Kavdin's might there. What do y'all say?"
Drexes says
Agreed.
he will do whatever makes Captain happy so he doesn't get blown and engulfed in fire.
Well, here, I'll drink to that. Drexes, do you want to help me pull this barrel out of the back here, and we'll grab a couple of flagons, and we'll all have ourselves a few drinks.
But of course.
Well, thank you very much, sir. I walk down to the back.
Gentle reminder: don't drink too much this time.
You get he drags the barrel to the back, towards the front of the wagon, and he hops down, and you guys pull it down together. And keep while the rest of you are making your campsite. He produces 7 flagons and pops off the top. He's like, "All right, well, let's all have some fun. Dig in."
I share a drink with everybody, but only one.
Only one? Ooh,
Yeah.
Kavdin's even getting into it. All right.
I don't drink. I'll pass. Thank you.
I had a drink, a sip, of course.
All
My
right.
role as a paladin excludes me from drinking.
Oh, come on. Just one. This once. No one. We won't tell anyone.
Yeah,
We're on the
come on.
road.
Just smell it.
You
Come on.
won't tell anyone. But Corian will know.
Brian
have
will
some
know,
fun,
but
you old rust bucket.
won't he forgive you for having one
You can
drink?
You can drink. I'll be a designated driver for the night. So
I must decline, but fair friends, you must celebrate without me.
Well, more for the rest of us then, I suppose. He drinks heartily. Like, he gulps down like four drinks before cracking open a crate and getting out some food. I get some bread and cheese. Whew. I sure am glad that the heat wore off. This cheese is starting to sweat something fierce. Anybody would like some bread and cheese to go along with their ale?
No, Drexes is okay.
Cheese. I like cheese.
Well, here, help yourself. There's plenty of it to go around. Pretty good, right?
It
within
is.
reason.
It's got a good body.
This goes on for about the partying goes on for a little bit. After his 6th drink, he pulls out his I'm done drinking for the night. Anybody else want another drink before I close this barrel up?
I do.
All right, Subira, he refills your drink. Everybody else turns it down, so he reseals it. Drexes, we'll move this in the morning. I don't want to mess with it right now. He kind of stumbles his way around the campfire, pulls out his bedroll, and climbs back in. And within about a half an hour, he's snoring loudly again.
Make sure to set alarms when he wakes up on time.
Drexes likes this guy. He's a good fellow.
If just a little, yeah, he's all right.
Got your money back.
I know. I'm saying he's still a flat earther, for God's sake. He's like those fantasy anti-vaxxer flat earther. This guy.
At least he's not a Karen.
Not yet. Give him time. Karens are stealth. They seem normal until you give them something wrong, then they become full on like.
Full on this guy. It's completely dark and whatnot
Yes.
now, right? Okay.
Yeah, the only light that you can see are the stars and the campfire.
Okay. While everyone else is doing their thing, I'm gonna record the events of the last few days.
Okay.
As I am wont to do. And I'm also I'm not going to reveal who the letter is to or for or from or anything right now, but I'm going to start writing a letter for another time
Okay.
as well.
Captain, as you're going, as you open up your book and you start to record stuff, something slides out from one of the pages. It's a tarot card. It's a tarot card that you've had for quite some time, and as you're kind of looking at it, you know, it looks a lot, the picture in it looks a lot like you. It's very uncanny, like how much it resembles you. And before, like, you know, it was kind of like a slight difference, but the longer you're staring at it, the more your features seem to kind of take shape on this tarot card.
I just kind of stare kind of into it while that happens, and just kind of contemplate. He didn't used to really take it too seriously. It was kind of a joke, but as time wears on, he's starting to take it a little more seriously.
Yeah.
And I assume, and then I would just take it and then stick it back in the book and continue with what I was doing.
Absolutely. The rest of your shift goes by. You wake up Julian again. And Julian, when you take over, the night for you is very uneventful. And it seems to just sort of fly by. It just flies by, and you wake up, or not, you don't wake up, but as the sun rises, nobody, Eduard awakes, Drexes wakes up, but Georgie doesn't wake up, nor does Subira or Kavdin.
Wait, they don't wake up?
Yeah, not by themselves.
Okay.
They're all still snoring. They're all still snoring.
I'm like, did I screw up so bad that they died in their sleep? That's not good.
No, nothing like that.
Okay. I can live with that. But time to wake them up. Come on.
All right, who do you wake up?
Come on,
first?
Georgie, wake up. Don't worry. Nothing bad. It's just morning time.
Sorry, Julian. I appear to have overslept.
Drank yourself? No, you didn't. I made sure of that.
I could have sworn I was fighting swarms of raccoons in my dream. It was so surreal.
Wow.
They're trying to eat all my food.
You should think about that quietly as we get ready for another wonderful day of travel.
You don't want to hear about it?
Not really.
Oh. Will they say if you talk about it, it won't come
No,
true? I want to talk about it.
That's fantastic. Tell me nothing about it.
There I was just standing around the campfire, right?
Yep. I got no people to wake
a
up.
Whole swarm of them, right?
Well,
they just come.
Hey,
they're trying to take all my cheese.
If you keep talking loud, you might wake everybody else up for me. That'll be great.
What? Y'all ain't awake yet?
You were the first person I woke up because you had the horses to take care of.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I better.
You should take care of that.
Yeah, you right.
I'm always right. All right, get everybody else up.
Yeah. Everybody else. You see, Julian.
I'm in a tree. I didn't get it. Everything happened so fast.
Fair enough.
But,
we all assume that you're in a tree.
Awesome.
I need a small puff ball on the edge of a fishing pole and we get her down the tree.
He's like tickle her pads.
Nah, little ball on the nose. Wait.
Yeah, I mean, everybody, you wake up, everybody feels very refreshed. You guys do anything? Georgie's packing everything up, getting the horses ready. Drexes, when you got a minute, I could really use some help getting this here barrel back in the wagon.
Okay, no problem. Leave it to Drexes.
I do appreciate it. Yeah, you guys lift it back up in the crate, in the wagon with ease. I think we best hit the road. Burn daylight once again. let's go. All right, everybody piles into the wagon, and you continue down the road towards Hotwelle. As you guys are traveling during the day, you do see a few roads that kind of lead off towards the south, one towards north, within about 10 miles of each other. Georgie tells you, well, that one kind of takes you down further south. That one will take you up towards north. I ain't never really been down them roads, so I don't know where they go. I know there's a few cabins along the way up there towards the north, and I'm pretty sure there is a farm. I think they raise cattle and sheep down south there. Maybe some pigs. It's a little off the ways, though. I'll just kind of letting you know in case y'all interested. He kind of continues going down the way. Around lunchtime, he pulls out a ration and he starts eating. And he starts singing, just humming to himself as you guys are going down the road. Y'all got any stories you wish to share? I wouldn't say no. If not, that's cool.
I'm gonna give him a very well thought out bullshit story about one of my cover identities that will make him just pass the time, I guess.
Okay.
Nah. I'll pull out a flute.
Okay.
Add a little bit of musical background for Julian's regaling.
Mm-hmm. It'll be a very dark humor, nihilistic story about me being a doctor, which is an actual job I've done, so...
A
Okay.
little bit of the Yaz flute.
I'll give me a performance roll on that, please.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
25 on my bullshit my bullshit roll.
Oh yeah, he's completely enthralled with that. Subira, what did you get?
A 13.
He's completely enthralled with your bullshit story. He's just, music's pretty good too. It really helps with his story here. So, wow, that's mighty interesting.
Yeah.
So you ain't a doctor no more though, huh? Or
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Between practices.
between practices. Okay, I understand that.
That's why I'm
Wow.
traveling with these guys. I keep them healthy.
Absolutely. I mean, it seems like they get in a lot of trouble anyway, judging by your friend Drexes.
Mm-hmm.
You guys meet a lot of old friends on the road?
We have a tendency to find them.
Ah,
Comes with the job of, being wandering helpers. We help people.
I totally understand that. That's pretty cool,
Much-
man. That's pretty
Much
cool.
like how you did the wonderful job of helping us, which I appreciate immensely.
You're very welcome. My mom always said to make sure to do kind things for others, because, the universe has a way of paying you back.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Alright, you guys travel for the rest of the day, and, he once again pulls off to the side of the road once it's dark time, once it gets too dark to see. Kind of goes through the same thing. He doesn't offer ale this time, but he still offers you guys food. He takes care of the horse, makes sure it's doing well, sets up camp. He doesn't bug you guys for any more information. He sets up his bedroll and goes to sleep. Well, we got one more day of riding ahead of us, and we should be there.
Have we seen anybody along the way, or has it been pretty empty on the roads?
It's been pretty empty on the roads now. They that little surprise ambush from the arena members are the last people you've seen.
Oh, okay.
The roads this way usually this empty?
No, they are not. Usually quite lively. It's pretty odd that they're so vacant.
That's what I would have thought.
You know, on my way up here, you know, I did travel past an iron bread with some Calastian soldiers.
How many?
There were quite a few of them. Yeah, there's like 12 people with him. Not including some people in a carriage. It had the Calastian seal on it. I know that they've been carting off the non-humans in them.
How long ago did you encounter them?
Well, it's been about 5 days now. Just, you know, I just ran into him a couple days before I ran into you all.
On the road heading towards Hotwelle?
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. Sorry, my dog. Why do you ask?
Just curiosity because we haven't seen anyone is all.
Yes. I really don't know what they were about. They stopped me. They searched through my wares, made sure there weren't nobody hiding on my wagon. That's why the real reason why I had to ask for such a steep price from y'all for carting you back towards Hotwelle.
Is that a regular thing on the roads in Calastia to be shaken down by soldiers?
It did not used to be that way. Here recently, in the last month or so, it's been... Actually, the last few weeks or so, really. Not even a month yet. Last couple weeks here, they've been kind of cracking down on the road, stopping us travelers, making sure we ain't bringing any wares that we ain't supposed to bring, or if you know what I mean.
Interesting.
Like I said, though, a few days ago, I keep my head down and do my best to stay out of trouble. Well, if there's nothing else you need of me, I think I'm gonna hit the hay. And with that, he is asleep within a few minutes. What do you guys do? Open forum.
It's night, correct?
It is
Okay,
nighttime. You guys are camp set up.
I'm pretty much just going to do
Just in the same-
Captain's regular nighttime stuff.
Okay. Throughout the night, Eduard, I need a Constitution save from you, sir.
Okie dokie. $13.
Eduard, throughout the night, you are once again visited by this vision where you're down on your knees, hands soaked in blood, knife in your hand. You can see two very familiar bodies, two familiar people standing in front of you. One is grievously wounded. You get the idea that their blood is what is on your hands. Give me a wisdom check, please. Straight wisdom.
15.
15. You're still not quite able to figure out who the two people are, but the more you try and focus, you can make out one of them is Leotahk.
Oh, jeez.
And then you wake up suddenly with a jerk in a cold sweat. Everybody but Julian is sleeping around you. Julian, give me a perception check.
I don't see shit, Captain.
All right. Yeah, you wake up to it with a start, and Julian's just kind of staring off into space. You know, you wake up, palms are sweaty, mom's spaghetti.
Well, I already tried praying to my deity, but he didn't quite answer last time. We're like a day's journey away from town, right?
Right.
Yep.
Maybe I can wake up Kavdin.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try to wake up Kavdin. Kavdin, Sir Wizard. Sir Wizard, will you wake up?
Do you?
Sure.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, no. I don't. I just roll
Fuck
over.
that.
Pull my hat down even tighter over my face.
It is
No.
nap time.
No, I wake up.
Okay.
Yes, Eduard.
I've been having these recurring dreams. They're all the same, but slightly different each time. And I'm thinking they mean something, but the dream this time recently, it's normally about two figures with blood in my hands. One is a robed figure, the other is a furry figure. And the other figure, I just realized in my last dream, it was Leotahk. Would you have any idea what this means?
Well, I won't lie to you, Eduard. I'm not a dream interpreter, but run that by me again. You are standing, having apparently stabbed Leotahk, is what you're saying?
Maybe. My hands were covered in blood. And one of them was grievously injured. It was Leotahk.
Well, I'm not really much of a praying man myself, but have you tried speaking to your god about this? I that's what paladins do, is it not?
I have tried praying to him once before when I had this dream while we were on this journey. But I think I'll try praying to him again.
Is there anything that you... Wait, you tried praying already. Did he not answer?
He did not.
Well, have you done anything that may have given Corian any reason to turn his eyes from you?
I'm not too sure. I'm almost certain I stayed on the path that he willed me to.
All right. I trust your judgment above all others. I'm not really one who knows too much about the gods other than historical fact. I can only recommend that perhaps you attempt to pray once more, and if you not receive any wisdom, we can attempt to research further.
Thank you, Sir Wizard.
Anytime,
Well-
Eduard.
So I'm going to take his advice and try to pray to Corian again.
Okay.
3. What should I roll for?
Do a
Wisdom?
religion.
Okay. 13. Jeez.
As you're praying, you can feel a white light. You can feel a warm light, not a white light, a warm light kind of engulf you. You open your eyes and you stand in a very long hallway with obsidian, the floors and the walls, and there's pillars all made out of obsidian surround you. And you can hear a disembodied voice. Eduard, we finally meet. And that's where I will end tonight's session. Dun dun dun.
A great cliffhanger.
Right?
I love a good cliffhanger. It's
That was great.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
good. Oh,
Can't be
man.
Dragon Ball Z. We actually moved somewhere.
This was yeah.
All right,
We
well, I
did.
want to thank you guys so much for coming in and watching our stream tonight. We got a few hosts from It's the Sheriff and from MatchesMalone. Thank you guys so much. We hope you guys enjoyed enjoyed this episode tonight. I know we kind of had a few technical difficulties there in the very beginning, but it was a great time we had. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night and stay safe out in that crazy world.